What's up, people of this weird planet called Earth? Welcome to episode 53 of Reality Monday with yours truly, Damla Imapa. Well, and a few guests. So, on this episode of Reality Monday, we have a very interesting topic, which is the psychology behind ghosting. Yes, and there are a lot of you that want to listen to this. So, yeah, I feel like you should buckle up because you're going to be hearing a lot of very interesting things. But before we move on, I'd like to introduce you to my wonderful guests. Apparently, let me go to our first guest, our first non-ghost guest. Rayo, please introduce yourself to us.
Good evening, everyone.
Friend,
My
some
name
people might not listen to this in the evening, so just introduce. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Abdulkadir Bimsola Fatia. I'm the owner of the brand Rayo, a sister collection. Yes, I'm from Kwara State of Far, and I school in Alikuma University. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that brief intro. Our next wonderful guest is Mr. Rekay. Please kindly introduce yourself, boss.
All right, hi everybody. My name is Rekay An. I'm a bunch of talents. Basically, I talk and do quite a number of things. Yeah, and I like to listen to people. I'm that child that likes to go outside. Basically, that's all. And yeah, I'm from Nigeria, Ogun State.
Okay, thank you very much for being from Nigeria. So, we're just getting right into it. I think we are going to be using seven minutes per discussion. So we are going to be going with the first outline. What exactly is ghosting? Oh yeah, I think I would want Rayo to go with this. Please tell us what you understand by ghosting.
So based on my own understanding, I feel ghosting is when you actually you run away from the reality of life, not like only reality, but like you run away from people, or you just disappear and turn to a ghost just because you are running away from a particular thing, that like a particular issue that might have occurred, or you are scared of confrontation. That's what I see it as.
Okay, that's your definition of ghosting. So,
Definition.
Ricky, could you expatiate for us?
Yeah.
What do you think ghosting is?
And just like the word ghost, I think it's just like a complete withdrawal from anything that has to do with communication. It could be in a relationship or your profession or friendship or anything. You just withdraw all communication, probably text, calls, or anything from a particular person or a particular activity. You just ghost. That's it.
Okay, so in your own opinion, ghosting does not have to just do with personal life. You can do with any other thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just persons. It could be in some other field.
Okay, so you're saying that you can ghost your work that is giving you money.
Yeah, that's my point. You can actually do that, but then who would want to ghost their work?
Apparently. Wait, what did you want to say, Ryan?
I'm like, so people ghost their work. Like, I'm surprised. Like,
Please, I'm sure you two can relate because you've ghosted your own work for a while now. But that's not the point of this conversation. So I believe, in my own opinion, ghosting is saying, like you said, losing all communication or going away with all communication.
Yeah.
I think we all agree. So yeah, why do people ghost? In your own opinion, Ricky, why do you think people ghost others?
I feel like these people have different reasons why they ghost different things.
Ricky, you can continue.
Yes. I can go on there. Alright, so I said different people have different reasons why they ghost different things, and it could result from a whole another level. More like, if I use myself as an example, it's quite funny, yeah. But then when I start to notice that I'm, since my last breakup, anytime I notice that I'm having feelings for somebody, I ghost them. I just go off. I don't text them. I don't reply their text. I don't call them. just because I'm trying to prevent myself from getting attached to somebody. So that's my reason. But then people will have different reasons for ghosting. It could be probably because of a toxic relationship or friendship, or because their own mental health is even not fine. So they just ghost because they feel like that's like the best solution for them.
That's
So
the best
basically, I
solution.
think different people have different reasons why they
Different
ghost.
reasons. Well, I actually went online to check this thing, and I feel like I got a few answers to why people ghost. But before I like say what's called the result of my research, I would
Yeah.
like for okay, I was going to say Rayo would go, but it looks like she's currently not with us. So I think I'll just talk about like the the reasons why I got why people ghost. So in my own opinion, and based on the research that I made, I think people ghost because of like six main reasons or like six big reasons. Number one is because they feel like they are not safe in a relationship or like a friendship, and it's probably due to
Yeah.
like maybe verbal harassment or bullying or like someone saying like hurtful things about another person,
Yeah.
especially when it's something that it affects someone emotionally. So obviously people will ghost because of that reason. So there's another reason which is like very toxic, which is revenge. People actually ghost because of they want to like revenge another person for doing something that they do not like. So and that's like
Like
very
payback.
that's very weird and bad. But then some people do that. And then thirdly is like because of fear of intimacy. I think this one is one I've heard a lot, especially because of
Actually,
like for guys. For guys, I think I don't Ricky, I
exactly.
don't know if you can relate. Wait, I doubt
Yeah.
it's a girl thing. I doubt it's a girl thing. I feel like it's a guy thing.
Okay,
When a
what's
girl
that?
tells you like, oh, because of the fact that they don't want to like get too intimate or they feel like you guys are getting too close and it's not leading to anywhere, then they ghost you because they don't want a relationship or something like that.
Yes, they do this thing a lot, fam.
Like honestly, I can relate with that one a lot. And it's very
A lot.
annoying because I'm like, okay, because why did we have to reach this point when at the end of the day you know that you were going to ghost?
You're going to ghost.
Shall you get that kind of thing?
And that
Rayo,
is
you
what
Yeah.
I
wanted to
actually believe in.
wait,
Yes,
you said you believe
yes.
in
I'm
what?
like, that's what I actually believe in.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you
Basic
wanted to say that you can
communication.
relate.
Like, if the both of you, no, I want, because I believe if you guys, like the both the parties, like communicated well before this
Okay, I feel like Rayo's network is a little bit.
network or whatever
Yeah.
it may be, they would know that okay, oh, this is what we are starting off as,
This is what you are
this is what
doing,
we are
Abi.
going to be. Either we just be friends or we be
Okay.
sneaky links or we be in a relationship.
So
Like, do you get my
so
point? Because
I get what you're trying to say.
it's in a situation whereby
If you guys
the
are you've
okay,
not
oh, I
like
want to sleep
stated
with
it.
you, or can we be friends with benefits, comes to the girl as a shocker. That's when she would like ghost. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I totally get what you're trying to say. And honestly, someone like I had this conversation with someone like I think on Saturday where she was like she has tried that thing where you just talk about the terms and conditions of your connection with someone and she says like and in all honesty I agree it does not really work that way. Sometimes you might even say some things that would let's just agree to be friends and something and you guys will find yourself in a position where you're actually like doing things more than you're supposed to do as friends. She gets, but one thing I agree is the open communication. She understand that no matter what happens, even if the criteria has changed, you should be able to communicate. But most people just because of the fear of intimacy,
Yes, it's not stable at
they
all.
just go, they
It's
just
really
go.
not stable.
They don't want to talk about it. She gets. I've had that a lot. So I think that's like one big reason. So let me just round up so that we can move on. Number four on my list is like because of it's like the easiest cost of action. That one I can relate to that one. Like when you everything is getting too stressful and you're like, see, I cannot deal. Let me just go. She gets it's like
Yeah.
the easiest way to tackle things. You understand? So number five is because of like the things they are going through. That one is also one I can relate with. Once I'm going through something that is like too much, I just ghost. I just go offline. I think that's like something that adults, a lot of people that are adults, or like they are growing up, and especially in this kind of country where everything is just against you.
And
Yeah,
you
that's
you
that's where
just
the
almost
latter part of what
everything
I say
comes
comes
with
in.
billing.
as in
Yeah,
you just
that's when
like
people get to ghost things that they do, like their jobs and all of that.
you just be like socially. I just want to take a break. I just want to take a break. So that's like one overwhelming, like when you are overwhelmed by real life, probably personal life, friendships, family, social life, work, and like schools for some people, they just ghost everything. But usually, I feel like this is not like the best way to handle things well. And then there's the last one, which is like fear of confrontation, like confidence. A lot of people nowadays lack confidence, so it's very hard to like confront people. She get face to face and tell them that, oh, like I don't like what you did to me, or like what happened.
I feel like this is common between the female gender, because I don't know about you, Dami. Yeah, most of my guys and I, anytime we have issues, it's so easy for us to be like, "Fam, how you did? This
Yeah, what? I don't like
and then after 1 or 2 conversations, we're done. But then ladies, they tend to hold grudges. They tend to be in the same room and don't talk to themselves.
Normally, even ladies do that with ladies, but even with guys, a lady finds it very hard to take responsibility of like anything that she does. That's my own opinion.
But Rekay, I don't think this is coming from a point of friendship and all. I see it in relationships more.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I feel like the female has this thing of not wanting to be the first to open up to something. Communication is key in every friendship, relationship, whatever it is. Communication is so important. But then ladies don't get to want to always be the first to open up and say, this is what's up, this is what's wrong.
It's not every lady,
yeah, not every lady, I know, right?
I actually believe in basic communication and clearing things out.
Yeah, that's like very important.
But I don't like I don't like confrontations. I really don't like confrontations.
But this as an adult, like there's a point in your life where there's no how you cannot just avoid this tough confrontation. You just have to face them.
Actually.
So that's my own opinion. But please, I think we should just move on so that we don't waste too much time. We've already dealt with why people ghost, and interesting reasons why like you posted. So who wants to share like an experience? Anybody wants to share an experience? Okay, I think I should just go first.
I'm trying to be a gentleman, so we should have the ladies go first. Yeah.
Okay. So Ima, I think when it comes to ghosting, I'm a professional ghostee, not a ghoster, like a ghostee. a lot of people use me as ghosting experiment.
I thought I was the only one. Man.
I know, my dear, I'm not the only one. I've received a lot of ghosting in this my lifetime. And then one thing about me is that I'm a nice guy. So even if someone ghosts me and they come back, I will accept them toward person. It's so sad. I don't like the fact that I'm nice, but then I cannot change.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No, that's not sweet. That's very bad. Because in this world, as a nice person, like nobody cares about you. Nobody cares. So let me see one very interesting ghosting experience. Okay, so let me talk about the one that I've actually ghosted someone. And I feel like, I purposely did that for some people because I'm a very nice person. For me to ghost you, you have to be a terrible human being. Like, very, very terrible human being. So, I think there's a few times I've actually deleted some of my people I call my friends, their numbers. One particular one was like someone, which I feel like, we'll discuss about it later. This particular person she has one of the personalities that makes you feel like a terrible person. For example, now you complain about things that you feel like, you do not like, and then the person says that the person does not let you go. The person will be like, I'll change, don't worry, I will be cool, and at the end of the day still does the same thing. And they're like keeping you in their life, and they're being a parasite. They only want you, they only like eat you up when they need you, and then after that, like, they just ghost. So I think there was a particular person like that in my life that I deleted. Oh my god, it got me frustrated to the extent that I deleted her number. I blocked her from calling me because I knew if I did not do that, she will come back, and I would most likely still accept her. So I blocked everything. I deleted the number. I blocked her from calling me. So it's just that she knows my house, but hopefully she will not find me and come to my house. So I think that's like one interesting experience for me when it comes to ghosting. So
ghosted.
Yeah. Rayo, you want to share? And then our anonymous speaker.
So I'm not a fan of being a ghost. I don't even ghost people. I'm going to tell you if I'm cool with something and if you are not cool with it, I'm not saying your daddy rich or those ones. So like So I started a new relationship with this guy. I don't want to mention name.
Yeah, we
Everything was
don't
going
need
perfectly fine. I said everything was going perfectly fine. Everything was going well. We planned like to go out for a date and something. Or yes, a date. And he ghosted me. He
Wow.
ghosted me, and I was looking forward to the day that I will go out on a date. Like shit, I was already super hyped about it. I was preparing my dress, I was preparing everything, and I didn't see him online. I tried reaching out. He didn't reply any of my calls. He didn't reply my
Wow.
messages. And then I didn't know the handles of all his socials, and also like I couldn't like just hit him up there. Then he came back a week later and he apologized that okay, I'm sorry. I want us to break up. And I said, okay, no wala.
Are you kidding me?
But wait, he said that we will cool off as friends. So I said, okay, no wala. He ghosted again for another 1 week and he came back. He started acting all nice, romantic. He sure wanted me back.
Eh?
And I agreed. I agreed. The moment we thought that he has changed. I
Why
never
are
knew
women
that.
always like this?
Apparently,
A
they thought too
leopard
much
can,
love.
I mean, okay, it's leopard. See, Isha kept on ghosting until like a day that, and funny enough, it's anytime we plan an outing, he ghosts me. So
Wow.
Is
like,
he scared of the bills?
if
He's
if it's
probably
from
scared
the
of you.
bills, he will tell me. No, like if it's the bills, he will tell me.
That's one of the reasons why
This
me, I
is
don't even
not too
step
much.
myself.
You come to the front of my school. We sit down in one buka. We buy food. The food will not pass 1,000. The both of us. Not every girl likes expensive things. So like when I actually had this, like I had a conversation with him. Like we talked, like he shared everything. So like he has actually experienced some childhood trauma that makes him scared to confront people. So he just
Wow.
like ghosts anytime he does something bad. So like the issue was that things kept like obstructing our outing or our dates. Like okay, something will always come up, but you wouldn't know how it's going to like hit me up and be like, okay, babe, I won't be able to come again. Like he was scared. He didn't know how I was going to like react towards the whole thing and all. So that's just it. Until now, he's
I
still
feel like-
ghosting me. So
I
I
feel
can't
like
change, and I can't
there
help
has
him.
to be something, because there's no way you want to go out with a girl and then something is always coming up to obstruct the flow.
He
Except
has a
you're not looking
childhood
forward to
problem
that.
now. He said he has a childhood problem.
But then it's just
Yes,
crazy.
he has
Then
a
he should never
childhood
request for it.
problem, and I
If he
can't
had
help
trauma,
him.
if he had trauma, then he should not request for
See, please,
going out.
please, that
on
that
the
thing
person
is-
that person is a toxic person. Honestly, in my own opinion.
Yes, he's a toxic person. I used to think I was toxic until I met him. Then I knew that I was
that's
still
great.
learning toxicity.
As in, you were learning toxicity too, as
I
well.
was still learning though.
But thank God for your life. Please tell him, please, it's not more in your life currently, Abby. Thank God.
He's still saying that he wants to be friends, but not anymore. We don't do that here again and again.
You get, and again, I beg. So I think we should just move on. We've already
Oh, I
Yes.
haven't
used
talked about my
20
interesting
minutes. Ricky, you have to say it at the end. Apparently,
No
We have to
wahala, no
move on.
wahala. Yeah.
Yes. So we are going to third outline. Should we totally blame people who ghost others alone? So anybody has any interesting take about this? Should we blame
Okay,
others?
Let me quickly say something about this. So, people have different emotional strength, yeah, and people who are matured emotionally differently. Like how would I explain? Okay, people have different level of maturity emotionally. Some people are emotionally immature, and then individuals who lack
A
emotional
lot of
Mhm.
people, not just some people. A lot of people
A
are
lot of
emotionally.
Exactly.
people. A lot
They
of
may
people.
Yeah, exactly. So those lot of people that lack emotional maturity may result in ghosting because they struggle to like effectively communicate their emotions or handle emotions of other people around them. It's just like my brother. I've been living with my brother for like 23 years. We know ourselves in and out. If he does something to me, there's no way I'm going to say I don't want to talk to him for the whole day. I'll be like, guy, how far? What you do not make sense, you get. But then if it's somebody we just probably get to know ourselves, we just getting to be friends, and the person is emotionally not mature, the person might not have the guts to come and tell me that I did something wrong. Or if I even decide to open up and tell the person that okay, you did something wrong, the person might take it so serious and decide to go ghost. So I feel like people have different level of maturity emotionally, and then it makes them ghost.
I would actually agree with you with that. See, I don't even care about how long I've like met you or I've been with you. If you do something that pain me, like if you
Yes,
hurt my
just spit it
feelings,
out. Yeah.
I might. It depends on how the pain is. If it's like very much, I won't say anything. I won't. I will just run away from you. I don't see it as ghosting, but I want you to deep down realize that okay, I've hurt this babe so much, like in a way that is actually bad. I want you to
But
realize
that's
yourself
that's that's one
because
thing that
I
happens
feel
to a
like
lot of
I feel
people.
like that's I
Lack
feel
of
like that's very
communication.
toxic. That thing is
because I
not long. I had the same
Hmm.
issue with a
like
friend.
I have my reason for doing that actually because I feel if I come to you to tell you that okay I don't like what you did at all
What you
and
do?
it's paying me
Okay.
this that you might not like take me serious or you
Why
might
would I
okay fine
not
take me
take you
serious
serious?
but you don't know hold on you might not know the level of pain I'm feeling. I saw a tweet today that said that okay there's some kind of pain you will like there's a level of hurt you will reach that you'll be feeling the pain in your chest and your stomach will be paining you.
I know that.
Most of the time, I actually get to that level. So okay, imagine you hurt me to that level and I'm telling you about it and you're just like, sorry, just forget about it. Deep down, I'll feel like smashing bottle on your head, to be honest. So I rather not speak about it and like keep my distance from you.
But
Like,
I don't feel like that.
do you
That
get
took
me?
long. I get what you're trying to say. And my friend actually did this thing to me. I feel like it's a lady's thing. So I did something to her which it wasn't right because it was in a
Mm-hmm.
public place that I did it. I don't want to say what I did. It wasn't all that bad. But then she stopped talking to me and I knew it was because of what I did. So I went to her and I'm like, okay, I know this is why you stopped talking to me, but I apologized. I did my apologies in different ways. Yeah. But then she was
Okay.
even open enough to tell me that, okay, fine, she's not angry at me yet, but we cannot get to being as close as we used to be. And I'm like, I'm not begging for this friendship, fam. It's not like I was really earning anything from it. Literally, she was even benefiting more from me than me benefiting from her.
For me to
But then
imagine.
so
It
I'm
was
not
like
going to beg you
symbiotic.
for this friendship. Yeah, I'm not going to beg you for this friendship. But then I'm just trying to be cool with you.
Okay, you two, you are one of the nice guys. That's good.
No, fam. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
Rike is not nice. Rike is
I'm
not
trying.
nice.
Okay, I'm trying not to be, but honestly, being nice, I don't think it pays. That's like a big
It
topic.
does
It
not
does.
pay, but then see one thing that me have already I've found my coping mechanism. She gets so obviously
Yeah.
nobody can just trample on me anyhow. She gets
Yeah.
I know my
Exactly.
lane. I stay on my lane, and then anybody that tries to like what's it called step their
Take off your
boundaries.
piece.
I make them understand that see as much as I'm nice, I
I can
still
be
have
also the
control.
other way around.
And
She
I'm a
gets
wicked person. I
That's
say
it.
it.
I want to learn to be wicked because I've been nice all my life, and then it's not paying. Because even
yeah.
the girls don't want the nice guys because I don't even know.
Our anonymous speaker wants to talk. I don't know if she can hear. If she can hear us. Yeah, we can't hear you very well. Okay, I think it's still now. It was before. It was kind of what's it called? It was kind of very
It
low, but
wasn't.
now
Yeah.
I think it's echoing now or something.
Yes, it's echoing.
But anyways, like still, you wanted to say something. Let's see if we can. Okay, I think I still cannot hear. But we wish it was better. We actually wish it was better. But okay, I think we should just since time is already like against us, should just go through the fourth fourth outline. But then I asked a question in the third outline. I was like, should we totally blame people who ghost others alone? And in my own
No.
opinion, before yes, that's also what I feel like we should totally not blame people alone because
Them.
yeah, there are other people that they are just very very toxic, and then no matter what happens, like when you have conversations with some people, they still don't listen. They'll just tell you that oh I'll change, and at the end of the day,
And
they don't.
they don't
They just become
change.
worse. They just
Yeah, I
become
feel like
worse.
I
So
feel like this is the point where you can now ghost. When you've told somebody
yes,
about a bad attitude and then they
but
decide
and
not
they are
to
still
change about it,
she
that's
gets
when you're
or
free to let
for
them
instance now like try to tackle something and you're like oh me and this person we used to talk before we don't talk again, then you just open because this thing happens with ego when you and someone stop communicating for a while, then both of you just
Yeah.
that thing is very annoying. That is like what they call it is is a float. Is it float? When both of you just drift apart, and then you guys still think about each other, but because of your ego,
But
you're
The
like, oh, I'm
pride.
not going
because
to send
both
a
people have
message.
pride. Yes, exactly.
She gets, you're like, I'm not going to send a message. So obviously, for you to be, I feel like yes, being a better person is actually like reaching out and saying, what's up, what happened, blah
What
blah blah, and
happened
stuff
to
like that.
us?
She
I
gets.
always used to do
Then
that. And sorry,
then
so
then if
there's this
okay,
okay, go on. So there's this lady we've been friends. She's a distant friend. She stays in Kogi State. I'm here in Kwara State. But then we were to so close to being in a relationship. But then I'm just so scared of being in a
Oh,
distant relationship. But all of a sudden we got to meet. She came over to Kwara State. We got to meet. And then after we met, we went off completely. We don't even text anymore. We don't talk. And exactly, nothing happened. Nobody offended
I can
anybody
relate to something like that a bit.
because I don't know what
probably
happened.
she
And then I always
doesn't like.
Oh,
no,
see
Probably
that
listen.
one
she's
is
not your
normal.
spec.
She wakes up a morning randomly and just be like, Ricky, what's up? I miss you. What happened to us? And then my busy kind of person, I'll text back in 2-3 hours. I'm like, I know, right? I feel the same way, but then I just don't know why we're not getting back together.
Oh,
That's like a ghost in that it's not even anybody's fault, but we cannot seem to fix it.
Seems fix it. Well, at the end of the day, you guys communicated and you can go your separate ways. I
Now
just
we
feel
just
like
work on ourselves.
the most important thing in this ghosting issue is just communication. Just know that you tried your best, and if it's not working out, you can't force it. You just like
exactly.
you let it go on similar terms. You get on agreeable similar terms. So that's just it. Yes. So moving on to number 4 is confrontation, dialogue, psychopaths, and maturity. So I put all this together because of a reason. For example, now once after ghosting, what should happen? Okay, confrontations. For some people, they don't like confrontations, which would lead to dialogue, and then you'll be like, oh, what's up? Like what went wrong? Talk about things. She gets that's confrontation leading to dialogue. But then most of us try to avoid the confrontation. So there's also
Yeah.
the psychopath, which it took me a while before I finally said, oh, this was the right word to use. Psychopath, I decided to use it for those like very, very toxic people that no matter what happens, they will always like try to guilt trip you, they will always try to gaslight
They
you,
try to
they
shift the blame on your head.
shift the blame on your head, and then they don't change, they still don't change at the end of the day. So that's like that's the psychopath. And then there's also the maturity conversation of, oh, people that ghost, are they people that are not much like emotionally mature or not? So in you guys' opinion, what do you think about confrontation, dialogue, psychopath, and maturity? So do it for
I actually think dialogues can fix like almost every situation we find ourselves in before it leads to conflict. So it's a failed dialogue that will lead to conflict. Me, if I can't like solve an issue with dialogue, I just feel everybody should go their separate ways. Like, you get me? But there are still mad people like Damilare said earlier, the psychopaths. They are like, I'm just trying to paint a scenario. Okay, after the person A says, I'll fix it, I'll fix it, don't worry, I won't do it again. And person B is already tired. I'm not doing it again, me shame more, and she's like, it will still be begging to show you how toxic, let me not say
yes,
toxic.
how toxic they are.
They will be begging you that, please, I will change. Okay, when you not finally yield in, you accept or not. That same thing that they said that they wouldn't do again. They will go back to it.
That's where I feel like
it.
Yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. But then when they mess up the second chance, it's now left for you to be a fool
Ricky,
by giving them another chance.
See, there are some people that have collected that received close to 10 chances, but they can't still change
them.
They are.
That's the
Me,
point.
I always believe in benefit of that. I will give you more than 2, because in my life,
it's stressful. I think I'm not going to. I've been through more than the worst heartbreaks I've been through were friendships, not even
She
relationships.
gets
And then
friendships.
I've
It's
I've
so it's
known
so annoying when it comes to like the friendship aspect when you're chopping breakfast in friendships.
exactly,
It's
it's
just
so
painful.
crazy. Trust me, it's so crazy. And then I've stopped giving people room to even get so close to me to hurt me.
Okay.
So if you know me to a
Okay.
particular level, it's because I want you to know me to that level. Nobody gets to know me more than I want them to know me. Because I don't want you to hurt me. If I tell you a lot about me, it's because I love you. And then I'm just literally giving you space to come and hurt me. I'm not saying that everybody will hurt me, but I don't know who is the demon. I don't know who
Yeah,
the
who is
angel is.
the toxic person?
Exactly. So I just have to keep my space, keep my distance.
That's important. So, yeah, I think you two are the kind of person that will avoid psychopaths. And then, when it comes to maturity, what do you think about so-called confrontations, dialogue, and being mature? She gets emotionally mature. Do you think that like every situation that you ghost means that you are not emotionally mature, or there are some situations where you just have to ghost?
Well, like, let me use myself as an example. I am emotionally mature to a particular extent. You know, we grow every day, and that even deals with our mental health, our emotional state of mind. And that. So I'm a person that I don't like to tell people about my issues, only when I know that they have a solution to offer me. If you're asking me what to
And
feel,
see, I think this is like a guy thing. This is like a guy thing usually.
Not like
okay,
girls that be
yeah,
crying from one DM to
girls,
another DM.
exactly. I can't do that. I can't just go on to this guy. Guys, wait till you do me. Guys, wait. No, I only tell you
But
my
the
issues when
thing
I know
is,
that. Yeah.
But the thing is, girls are actually selective with whom they share their problem with.
But they can
See,
still share their problems now.
They can still
exactly. I
share
can
their
make.
problem, but they
Most
believe
guys,
that
most guys.
the moment they are sharing their problem to you, you should be able to provide.
Because they're
You should be
comfortable with
able
you.
to, yes, especially when they are super comfortable with you.
But then not
Okay,
every
now
guy has a solution to your problem when you share with them. Or they might not
that's
even
the
be
mistake.
interested.
That's the mistake we make. Let me give you an instance now. Okay, Rekay, you and I, we are not really close. Me
Yeah,
and
we're trying to
Damilari,
get close.
we are
But you're.
close. Damilari is like my bestie. He's like my bestie. So
Damn, you didn't tell me you had the bestie.
Ricky, you are hearing like that. Thank you.
So, Rekay, I cannot bring my relationship issue to you.
I know, right?
I can only take it to Damilari. But the problem is Damilari doesn't have experience in relationships.
Ouch.
Okay. Now this is already like pointing fingers.
It's not pointing fingers. It's just
Go
like
on.
I don't know if you can see
the word we hear about this.
Well, baby, I still love you.
Okay.
So, like,
They always say.
do you get my
That's what
point
they always
now?
say.
Yeah, I know.
So the moment I know that Damilari, I will still tell Damilari just to rant about it. I know he doesn't have the solution to my problem, but I will
But
still
then you're
rant
already
about it.
comfortable with telling him everything about
Yes, because I feel the moment I tell him,
you
the
get
anger
a
will
little
calm
bit of
down. I'll
relief.
get a little
Yeah.
bit of relief. Then I'm not gonna meet
don't-
the person that can actually solve the whole
Solve the
problem.
problem.
I feel like that's like
You
a
see,
part thing. I'm not saying it's wrong for you because it works for you. But me, I don't get any relief if I don't get a solution. The only relief I get is when there's a solution. So if I'm telling you my issues, it's because I expect that you're going to provide a solution for me. That's how it works for me. But then I'm not.
I feel like see, this thing has to do with it just has a little bit of differences for all of us. For me, it takes a lot, like a whole lot, before I can tell you my issues. For example, now,
I swear,
if I'm broke, if you're a lady and I'm telling you I'm like I can literally tell you that babe, I'm broke. Oh boy, we've reached a certain extent.
I don't think aside my sisters though, I don't think I have ladies where I have two of
When
them
you tell,
that I can literally tell. But then
you guys can't tell every lady that you are broke.
Any lady, not just every lady. Any lady,
okay.
it's just weird.
Or every. That's the same way girls too cannot tell some guys they are broke.
What did you say? What did you just say? No, see, Rayo, I feel like that this is just a new thing.
Guy that they met yesterday, how broke.
Yesterday, yes, the girls will literally tell the guy that they met yesterday that see, I've not paid my house rent. Like
exactly.
That is where I'm trying to class it. You know, they are Amotekun babes, civilian babes, and
you said Amotekun.
Yes, now that's what Twitter classified them as. It's mostly
okay.
That move in that way.
But that's not the issue. I like considering the percentage of girls that are outside now. I think okay, I'll use your word, the Amotekun word that you're looking at there. More than 50% of girls are that Amotekun.
I
You
will
get
not lie.
that's that's
Some are
that's one of the reasons why
Amotekun.
for a guy, you will not even want to tell the girl because you know that at the end of the day, she's just like, yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
eh.
sorry.
So
And
it's
then
That's
you
fine.
know
just
one
like
of the reasons
because the guy
why
don't have
I still one of the big reasons why I still keep some of my personal, like, when I'm having issues, I keep myself from telling ladies is because I feel like not every lady has that sense of when a guy tells you that he's going through this. Some lady would actually devalue you. You feel like, this guy is,
She
he's at
gets
this
normal,
point
they be like,
when
you're
he's
not
supposed to be
serious
at
with
this
your
point.
life.
normal.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not
it. So
Normal,
if I post
as
I'm happy, yeah.
the same way there are girls that don't have sense. That's the same way there are guys that don't have sense. We hope to
Yes,
No,
I
understand.
know
there are a
that.
lot
So
of them,
I'm
normal.
going to,
But
I'm
this
going to
context,
relate.
okay,
I'm going to relate something when Ricky is done, Sha.
okay.
I'm actually done. Except the fact that I want to say that my emotional maturity level, having to relate with people all my life. The thing is, people don't get to understand me. I like being alone. I don't like people. But now, growing up, I realized that you need people to succeed. You need your network to
She
expand,
get
so you can, get to
This.
meet new people, network, expand your
network.
audience, and all of
Yes.
that. Because that's where your network is your net worth. So, if I had the chance, if my daddy was a billionaire, trust me, nobody would see my face.
What, see,
Inside my room.
Nobody
honestly,
will know you.
Ricky, I swear
Yeah,
that's exactly how I would be.
that's
Nobody,
it. That's
Nobody
it.
will know me.
nobody.
I'll be using burner accounts to tweet.
In fact,
I
I
would
will not
like
even have
go
friends
banking
at all.
I
I'm not
don't
even
because
have friends
no
at
if
friends.
your
all.
daddy does something like this, they will start dragging you together with your dad. The streets are not
That's
safe.
that's another thing. So I just feel like if I had that chance, I'll be on my own. But then I've read sometimes life throws us lemon and we
Yeah,
need to make
no,
lemonade out of it.
normally.
Ricky, if life throws you lemons, tell it to take it back. That's not what you said.
You
Tell it
can't tell life to take, but you just make lemonade off of the lemon. That's how it works. So
problem with
I've
life.
Rayo, right? See,
yeah,
Ricky, you see who is talking? No, she that life gave her lemon. Has she thrown it back to life?
I have.
exactly. Mhm.
I'm
You see,
managing the.
Rayo, if you threw it back to life, you will not be in that school that you currently are. But that's not the conversation today. So
I know, right?
let's
I
just
see our
move on.
status updates every time about that school, but then I'm just like, oh, Rayo, you're going
That's
to be
cool.
fine.
That school is just a killer. That is the weapon that God fast. Not God. My enemies.
no, don't go there.
It's not God,
Let it
but my
slide.
enemies.
Okay,
You'll be
so I
fine.
think we've gone through a whole lot of things. Like we proposed 30 minutes. This is already 45 minutes. I don't want this to go too long. So
Okay.
briefly, lastly, let's just like general advice. That's the last on our outline. General advice. So I don't know. Hopefully, our anonymous speaker will be able to say something lastly. But let's start with Rayo. Rayo, your general advice. Then Ricky. Then our anonymous speaker. So let's go.
Basically, I feel if you have like any trauma, whatever it is, I know therapy in Nigeria is like I will not like therapy in Nigeria is trash and quite expensive. So I feel you should try therapy or try talking to someone. It might not be easy. It's not even easy. It will take years before you'll be able to like master that habit of like trying to pour out how you feel. Because letting it build up into you is what is going to make you toxic to the extent that you feel is a good thing to be ghosting people in relationship or just ghosting for no reasons actually. This is coming from a place of is it pain and hurt, yes. And I feel people should try reaching out too. Try reaching out, try finding out what actually happened. Why is this person not online? Know why they are actually ghosting and don't try to guilt trip them when like they are back. I think you should welcome them like with a little bit of how life is with joy, hugs and all.
Yeah, you should
Then
give them accolades and
yes,
give them
then
like a warm welcome.
come
And
because it's not only because of friendship or relationships people ghost. Some people are going through a lot of dirty that shit you don't even know
Honestly.
about. So like give them that accolade. Then later you can have the same show you kilo de toshe go to your head. Then you go to street level. That's all I think.
you do madness for them. Okay. Thank you very much for that. I think before Ricky goes, let me just like drop mine.
Okay.
So I think I'll just pick I'll pick this confrontations. These are like number 4 outline. I'll use it. Confrontations, dialogue, psychopaths, and maturity.
Yeah.
So for me, confrontations are something that there's a point in your life as an adult you have to face tough situations, have tough conversations. That's the only way you can actually what's it called, like keep connections with people longer. It's not like when it's time to like confront some things and like talk about some things, you just run away. It's hard for you to like keep relationships with multiple people. You find yourself at the end of the day just like being very, very lonely. Even if you are not at the top self, even if you're at the bottom, you'll be lonely there. So like don't be afraid of confrontations. Don't be afraid to dialogue and to like say what you are interested in, say your mind. And if the person is like fucking up and doing like mad person, just fash it. Like throw them away. Make them know that oh, you just want to be mature. That's why you're having a conversation. So then psychopaths, but people that are psychopaths, please. I don't know if you people need help mentally. She gets
They do.
you that
Why
are
would
always
you ask?
yeah,
They
Help, but
definitely
stay
do.
away from me.
no
You
like
guys psychopath. Don't
she
near my
gets
baby.
people that are like people that are always they're always gaslighting other people. They're always like trying to make them feel less of themselves. They're always like holding them, dragging them along. She gets and making them feel like oh they are the problem. So I feel like you actually okay like everybody said you need help, mental help. Go and find mental help, and then maturity. It's not every time that like ghosting has to is means that you are not emotionally mature, but you have to know the difference between when to actually say oh you are done with this person and whether to say oh I need to talk to this person. So yeah, those two differences. So I think that's just my take on it. Ricky, let's
Yeah.
take yours and like round up. Thank you.
Okay. So I kind of like summarize my final words into 3 different breakdowns. So first off, if you want to heal from ghosting, like you want to stop it, most times people feel like they're the only one going through something when they're going through something, but then that's not true. I feel like somebody somewhere has gone through whatever it is you're going through right now. It might not be the exact same situation, but there's somebody that has gone through what you're going through. So all you need to do is go out and look for, not like go to look for that person, you just research and search for people that have gone through what you're going through and how they made it through that situation. It will really help you to get through whatever it is you're going through. It will stop you from ghosting people that really loves you. And another thing is, okay, I feel like this one is a bad habit though. I have it. I check on people to ghost them. I'll just text. I'm not. I'll text you. Hi, what's up? How you doing? It's been a minute. And even if you reply, I'm not going to reply whatever it is you reply. Yes, once somebody pops up in my mind, I will literally text that person. If I call and you don't pick, I'll leave you a message.
Ricky, you know the best way to do that, Sheget. That's also what I do, but because of I know that if it's a WhatsApp message, they will reply. I will just send them normal text. That's like the best solution. Sheget. So
people don't get to reply text messages like that.
Most people don't, and when someone replies a text message, they don't expect you to reply back. So Sheget is like using Ogmo Sadiq.
I don't care. Once somebody pops up in my mind, I check on them, and I don't even care what their response is. Maybe sometimes I do, but most of the times I don't. So I just check up on you because I don't like having people on my mind. If you're on my mind, it means there's a reason why I want to check on you, and that's all. So finally, I think everybody should give room for all. Like Rayo was saying that she doesn't even want to have any space for toxic people. Sometimes you can give people 10 chances. Yeah, some people deserve just 1 chance, and then if they mess it up, you don't have to give them another chance. When that chance you give them is taking your own peace away, then I think it's fine for you to let go. But just give everybody that 1 chance, and if they hurt you, there's always room for you to heal. Trust me. No matter how many times you get heartbroken or everything, I'm not a lot of being heartbroken. I've been, I wouldn't say dumped, but I've been heartbroken like 4 times, like relationships. But then trying to stand that is very heavy. I know I'm still going to try again, but I'm not ready.
Yeah, you people have strength.
Right now I don't have strength because I'm trying to feed my pocket. My pocket is hungry, so I don't have strength for any woman right now. But I think we could give everybody, at least give them a chance to be themselves. And then if they are not the person that would help us, they are trying to like steal our peace, then I think you can let go of them. But just make sure that you give room to everybody that comes into your life.
Okay, thank you very, very much for that last advice. So one last thing I would just say is yes, please, whenever you are like forming anything with someone, most of us forget this. Please put compatibility, put it in mind. Sometimes communication compatibility can be a very, very like big determinant factor in how your relationship with someone turns out. So make sure that you have conversations about these things and know if you guys are compatible or not. And if you are not, you can decide to like go your separate ways without even like stressing about it. But if you know you can
like
actually
important.
Okay, check it. And if you know you can deal with it, don't like say you can deal with it when you can't. So I think that's just one other thing that I would like to say. So thank you very, very much, guys. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Rayo. To our anonymous speaker that's not here, thank you very much for being part of this amazing episode 53, the psychology behind ghosting. So I'll see you guys next month. Same, well, probably a different time, but thank you very much, and yeah, have a wonderful rest of the month. So you guys, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Yes, this is my first podcast, Dave. Thank you.